Hello everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of FMS Delhi. I hope your preparation for CAT is going well, and given the number of queries we have been getting regarding the SOP and regarding what to include in SOP and what not to include, this is a small initiative from us for you guys where we will answer a few of those questions and bust a few of those myths. So let's get into the video and get to know from the students of FMS itself.
First, you introduce yourself, you say a few lines about yourself, then you move on to why you want to do an MBA. Basically, you have to explain why an MBA is the next best step in your career at this point of time, right? Then you need to research a bit about the institute and explain why you want to come to FMS, right? And in the final few lines, you can mention why, how you would contribute to the culture at FMS in general.
Well, I would suggest to be very comprehensive in what you're writing. Don't just mention one part of your life, such as just your work experience. Try to mention work experience, extracurricular, societies, interests, hobbies, and everything else as well. Because FMS as a whole, as an institution, prefers generalists, I would say.
And also be honest and try to remember everything you mention in SOP because it is very important while you appear for an interview.
So basically in journalism we didn't just study about media and the press, we also studied a lot about mass communications and marketing through that. So through projects in that I actually got really interested in actually pursuing an MBA, and I just basically for my SOP the main focus was showing intent towards that and intent towards marketing. So instead of just focusing on why MBA right now, also try to justify why you're trying to do an MBA and what you're trying to achieve through that in the long run.
Not necessarily a bad thing. You would have done a lot of things. You would have taken position of responsibilities, some co-curricular and extracurricular activities, and all of these aspects are very much relevant in management. And talking about the unconventional part, FMS always encourages diversity. We have different kind of people here, and so it's always welcomed here. So don't shy away from your achievements, and please acknowledge them and put them in your SOP.
So generally it is observed that people shy away from the fact that they have taken certain year gap before they start preparing for CAT or even make it to a good percentile. I would say it is a very good opportunity to leverage the learnings that you have in your gap years into designing your SOPs. For example, for somebody like me who prepared for the UPSC exam for some time, I used the learnings that I had into framing what I wrote in my SOPs. For example, one is exposed to a number of disciplines during the prep, and that is something that can be integrated, that it develops a holistic personality in you to be a good manager. So, and that was something that I also incorporated during my interview stage also, and it paid me well.
So I'll break it down into three parts. First is your day-to-day responsibility. Second being the achievements that you had, and third being the business impact that it had. So let's say, for example, I was working as a software developer in one of the bank. So my day-to-day responsibility involved maintaining certificates, security credentials, and managing application. My achievements included migration of databases or having any zero production incidents. And the business impact that my work had was that we reduce the load time of the application and reduce the customer complaints. So we should frame in such a way that even a layman can understand and what business impact does it bring to the people that the work you are doing.
The primary three things which should be there in an SOP should include: one is what is your work experience, if any, or what are the strengths you're bringing as per your professional profile in this college, and what do you expect from FMS, and how would you contribute to the cohort. For example, if we look for diversity, we will look for people from marketing, people from science background, engineers, we need people from other services too. So what diverse opinion, what diverse background are you bringing to the college?
So the statement of proposal has your academic background, your introduction in short, and then it also has your research interest, the areas where your research lies, and it should also contain that what do you want to do with your PhD and what are you going to pursue after the PhD is done. Like, do you want to go into academics or do you want to go into research or corporate, whatever.
I have a don't, yeah. Don't just use AI completely. Write it on your own. It'll give you clarity as well about why you want to do things and who you are as a person, which will be crucial later on. So don't just, copy paste AI. Yeah.
And don't just focus on one part of your life, like only ACADS or only WorkX. You are an individual, you have a lot of stories, just mention that in your SOP.
We hope that the video was of some help to you guys, and if you still have any more questions, so we are opening the floor to our Instagram handle, which is life@FMS. The link for the same will be in the description box. Go follow, and we will be taking Q&A sessions through stories. So post your questions there, post your doubts there, and see you soon. All the best for CAT.